Sorry about the later start. Was busy with life stuff, and we're currently doing setup to get us into the proper into the proper categories and stuff. Yeah, there's a Slay the Princess tag. Sweet. Cool. That should get us all in the right spots. Let's go ahead and get my shit. Fuck. Are we live on Twitch? So, God dang it! What the hell? So apparently my Twitch is busted. And I don't know. The fact of the matter is I should be hearing myself right now from the Twitch stream, and I'm not. So I have no idea what is up with this. There we go. Got that one. So yeah, I mean it's taking the updates from Restream, but for some reason it's just what the hell? I I don't know. Apparently Twitch is being just an absolute problem. So I don't know what the fuck is up with Twitch and Restream right now. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep working on it. But presently, I can see that the timer is going up for how long I have been live, but there is no video. There is no audio. There is nothing. So, this is my call out. Twitch, fix your damn shit. Like Jesus. Twitch is going offline right now. It doesn't even address that I am now offline. Okay, it finally does. Kind of. It kind of addresses that I'm offline. I don't know. There we go. Finally addresses that I'm offline. Don't know why it won't address that I'm ever online, but that's a different issue. well, let me go get that YouTube link and then I will start up here. Okay. Can't believe how absolutely useless they are, but whatever. What the hell? Fuck! Are we live? Like, are we actually live right now? Okay. Because for some reason... I don't get how my PC is actually built fucking pretty well. And for some reason it breaks so absolutely instantly. Now, well, shit. This is gonna be a pain, isn't it? Gonna go with this one. And that was the right bet. Wonderful. Task Manager to the rescue. Alright. Go ahead to your channel. Check, are we actually live? Hallelujah, we're actually live somewhere. Jeez. Hey. Alright. Now that we've dealt with that bit of crap for the day, hopefully that's all the crap that we have to deal with for today. I'll work with getting Twitch figured the frick out, but yeah. So we're playing Slay the Princess. We're going to be playing it basically up until I decide that I'm tired and going to bed. Which probably will be at no less than an hour and a half. So, one of the things is that I do not want anyone who has not already played this game to stop watching. Okay? I am serious about this, and evidently the devs are too, because they sent out this statement. Since a lot of new folks are discovering Slay the Princess, the game is at its best if your first experience is playing it yourself instead of watching someone else's playthrough. And if money is an issue, pirate it and buy a copy later when you have money if you liked it. This is by the creators of the game, Black Tabby Games. This is a level of confidence in your game that I am very, very respecting of. They clearly believe that you will enjoy their game. Thoroughly believe that, yes, you are going to have a good time with their game. So yeah. I have avoided every single spoiler. Do not spoil it. And if you are hopping in to the stream and you haven't played the game, leave. That is something that I will have up for the entire time. Is text box Fucking want something better than fucking Ariel, but no. There we go. Getting some live editing going on here. Well, there's no real easier way for me to do this, so we're just going to do that. Go ahead and pop that into that corner. Just go ahead and bring that down to like here. Okay. So yeah. If you haven't played it, leave. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and turn this one on and let's play. Whatever horrors you may find. Oh yeah, this is a horror game, so be aware of that. Wherever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Slay the Princess. I'm going to go ahead and move our little warning text over to the other side. So this is Slay the Princess. They also have Scarlet Hollow. That's another game I'm playing in my free time. I think it is a very good game so far. These devs are very, very skilled at what they do. So, let's get into it. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. So let me explain why I'm pausing. Because I need to figure out who the VA is for this is. Like, made with Ren'Py software. I gotta. Okay. I'm taking a quick Google break to figure out who is the narrator. Slay the Princess. Because it is! Oh, it's Jonathan Sims! Oh, it's Johnny Sims! I knew it! Oh, Johnny Sims is the writer for the Magnus Archives. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited immediately now. That is... that has me invested immediately because I know what Johnny Sims has done with his. Now, given I have only listened to the first 5 seasons of the Magnus Archives, and that's as much as I will do. I know they had a second wave of 3 more seasons. I'm not watching those. I don't want to know what's in them because I was content with the ending where it was. But I absolutely love the Magnus Archives. TMA is easily one of my favorites, and it has spurred me towards certain paths and certain designs that I have done. I mean, hell, I'm here partially because I've been more confident because I started playing games and basing them off the Magnus Archives. I'm so freaking excited for this that immediately, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be great. Oh, I forgot to click on the audio. You guys will hear Johnny Sims' lovely voice in a second. The other VA is Nicole. I really apologize if I butcher your name here. I'm truly sorry. Nicole Goodnight from the No Sleep pod. Wait. No, I haven't watched No Sleep. I haven't listened to No Sleep. I have listened to the Scariest Sleep. Is that what it's called? Getting to see Herrera. I like the horror. Quiet Horror is so good. Highly recommend. TMA, White Vault, and the Scariest Sleep. I would recommend all of those. All of those podcasts are very, very good. Oh, I am so hyped for this. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Explore. So, this, I like this change. It's off to the side instead of in the text box. I think it's a small change, but keeping the previous dialogue there and then having the options is pretty nice. For those of you watching, moving the text box one more time because now I know where our action is. So, there are these different lines that we can select, and if it says explore, that means that there's going to be more of a path with, and this is why I'm very, very glad that I got Silent Hollow and have played Silent Hollow before, because I explained this a bit. So, explore means we're going to be diving in a bit more into story. So, the options are, and I do intend for this to kind of be accessible to people that are audio only, because that's how I usually treat most of my games, so I'm not going to we're going to read through everything, basically. Explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Explore. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Explore. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Explore. Can't someone else do this? Explore. Forget it. I'm not doing this. Explore. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Explore. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Mark Viva la Revolution. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave. Turn around and leave. That is really interesting, especially given that they say no premature endings. That would be something I would check out on a second run. But I think we're going to explore the end of the world. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Explore. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? Explore. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Explore. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Explore. Have you considered that maybe she's the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Explore. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Explore. Can't someone else do this? Explore. Forget it. I'm not doing this. Explore. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Explore. Do I get a reward? Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Mark Viva la Revolution, and then silently continue or turn around and leave. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask how.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence? Have you considered that maybe the only reason is because? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though. Can't someone else forget I'm not doing this? Have you ever considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get a reward? Look, this is probably the option I'm going to choose. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. Silently, and turn around. I'm going to choose, look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say then she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Yay, end of the world.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Alright. Game design nerd shit. I love this parallax background that, like, follows your mouse. I think that's really good.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Who said that? I'm sure it ain't me.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. In we go.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We can either explore, take the blade, or enter the basement. Given that we have to ask the question of, are we going to do this? I am taking it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Let's go.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi. Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. It's good just checking in.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's been. You should just drop the blade and talk things out.
The fuck you mean? Look at her stare. Dude, you dumb.
Don't you dare.
I'm with narrator over here.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm tightening my grip. I don't want to tighten my grip. I'm not dropping it. It's either drop it or tighten your grip. I sure shit ain't dropping it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
No innocent person makes that fucking look upon I want to talk and I'm not going to be unarmed. That is begging ass eyes.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Damn, I wonder why I didn't drop the knife. Damn, that was terrible spelling of anniversary. Sorry, just chatting with one of my buddies who introduced me to this game, and apparently it's its anniversary. So happy anniversary, mate. You know who you are.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Fucking who said that? I said I was here to talk.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Why the fuck would I need to do that? This weapon here, that is for self-defense, not self-offense. I'm not looking for that right now. Right now, it is just, no.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
No.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
No. Fuck you. Spoiler, what if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. Slay the princess. We could slay the princess. No, I'm just gonna explore and say, I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far.
No, frick you. I want to hear both sides. One of those assholes.
No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
No. Fuck you. God, I may be slaying this princess pretty quick. I'm not dropping.
Then I'm not talking to you.
And I'm gonna fucking kill you. Fine.
I guess
Right
we
and
are.
pass.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
Fuck you.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
Ah, fuck off. This is the time that I kind of wish we had a chat. But are you sure you don't want to talk? Stare at the princess while holding on to the blade. Drop the blade or slay the princess. We're gonna do are you sure? And if they still don't do it, we're gonna slay them. This may be a quick ending. I don't know. But we're gonna slay her. Actually. We'll see. We'll see how
Yeah.
I'm feeling.
I'm sure.
Well, that bitchy ass voice. Yeah, I'm sure. Fucking try me.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever.
I
Eventually,
absolutely
something
can.
is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Do we drop the blade or slay the princess? I mean, it's in the name. I kinda. I'm sorry. She has been sketchy as fuck. She said that I should be concerned about her. She's validating the narrator's point. I say we kill her.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Exactly.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Nice.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Ouch.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
What the fuck you mean equal? She hit me like a sledgehammer. Ain't even close to equal.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't a fair fight. I brought a knife to a sledgehammer fight, evidently.
We can still turn this around.
Give up, finish the job, flee and lock. Oh. This is a tough one. I feel like give up. I feel like give up could be interesting. Give up makes sense.
As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You
It's
lack
not like
the
I can't
will to
pick it up.
finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you.
She's chained to the wall. I can just walk over there and get it.
This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Boo.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
Well, that was a quick one.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Well, you could have just talked and lived with the knife.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter fucking 2. Excuse me?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What the hell happened there? Okay, game? You had my interest. You had my attention. Now you got my interest. Like I'm okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab myself some and then be right back. Hydrate.
You're a terrible sense of deja
Oh,
vu.
fuck.
No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Okay, good news. That was only one button press. I had some drop on my keyboard. Okay. Anyway, we're back. So, good to know. Princess whoops our ass. We cannot stop fighting. She will kill us. Kind of obvious. We were given the fact that, you know, she was a monster. That was said at some point by a certain somebody. But yeah, no. That is not in the cards then.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
The hell do they mean don't remember what happened? I'm pretty damn aware of what happened. I fucking die.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Oh, you don't remember. Yeah, that makes sense.
What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Potentially.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
These guys did a really good job. Because that was exactly what I was doing, second-guessing myself, like, let me pick the middle option. This is more than just deja vu. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally had just happened. Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. I don't think we're quite to the point of turn around and leave. I think we explore. App.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
So that's how this game plays. I see now. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? I mean, they put in all this time and effort to make these texts and narrate them. Well, why not?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well, you can go to hell. You're accurate, but you can go to hell.
Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Yep.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now?
Fuck it,
It's pointless.
we're at Groundhog Day level right now. Fuck it, that's what I say. Round and around the merry-go-round, we can slay her eventually.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult,
Bullshit.
but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. What do you mean?
Oh, fuck.
Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I misclicked. Narrator. I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're assuming that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. fuck. I mean, let's be real. We tried. But that does change the let's go in and Slayer plan. Let's go in with the knife, drop the knife.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
The world ended, probably.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Yep, probably. Sounds fun.
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
So we previously had the voice of the hero. To those of you listening to this audio only. Previously we had the narrator, and he was arguing with the voice of the hero. Now we no longer have the voice of the hero. We now have the voice of the broken. Good. Wonderful. I'm getting voices in my head. Yay!
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
I don't. We're not going to proceed. We're not going to turn around. We're going to talk. Ask him. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Ah, fuck off. So the options are: explore. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? I was not getting chosen. We know his answer. Go for the throw immediately. Which also isn't going to happen. All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands? That's another good question. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place? And Nevermind. We are not picking Nevermind. We're gonna ask how she can end the world.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Bullshit.
We're not. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Very possibly.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Way, voice of the hero still here. We've got two voices in the head now.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Okay, Edgelord. Ay. These voices in my head suck.
You're being annoying.
Never mind. Two of the three voices in my head suck.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone,
End time
yourself
call.
included.
Yo. Bring about sweet oblivion. How can I make sure that? Who locked her in the basement? I really wanted to ask the other question about, like, I can't remember what it was. But I guess we're just gonna ask who locked her and what is this
People
place.
locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is.
People?
It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
My man. You lie. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? People locked her away. Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? I really want to ask. Why couldn't they slay her? But we got
I told you
why he's
everything
cagey.
you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Bullshit. Oh, we're going
The
on.
less you know about her, the better.
No. Okay. Hey, we get to ask the question too.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
You have to Groundhog Day enough times to finally beat her down. Damage stacks. It's like playing Bioshock.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
We're expendable.
Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
Yo! Painful death times 2! I do not care to ask how we're going to not make it happen that she kills me again. Because we know the answer. He's gonna say, oh, you need to do the da-da-da-da-da. You need to go in there and slay her immediately. That's not happening, so that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Absolutely not. I'm saving the princess. Proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're bringing the knife in and dropping it.
Lying? Cheating?
Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine.
Bullshit.
Let's just keep our wits about us.
She hit us like a sledgehammer. She broke our ribs by stepping on us and destroyed our windpipe with her knee. She did not take us by surprise.
At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not. I'm doing my own thing.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Yep. Frick off.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Let me just say once again, gotta give the devs credit. They do this shit good.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are
Oh,
small.
boo frickin' hell. You didn't say anything about the mirror in the... Oh, ho, ho! So we can explore. You didn't say anything about the mirror of the wall. Explore. The whole cabin is different from last time. Explore. Approach the mirror. Explore. Take the blade. Or enter the basement. The mirror is new.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
The fuck you mean? There's a mirror right there. I'm totally going to
There's
go to that mirror.
definitely a mirror.
100%.
There isn't.
Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway.
Oh, Bo frickin'
And I'm
ho.
sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
I feel like I should say this. If you are currently at the point in your life where the voice of the broken is starting to sound a little too close to the voices in your own head, do yourself and do everyone a favor and reach out and get help. You are not weak for reaching out. You are not weak for needing help. You're strong because you're asking for help. You do matter. You are loved. I know that that's like really odd time to PSA, but given that I have seen that specific tagline on 2 different notes this week of people that are in really, really dark places right now, I want you all to be aware that the world is better with you in it. You are loved. You are not weak for asking for help. You are not weak for needing help. Everyone needs help. And you're going through something rough. You will get through it and you will be better. Okay? Remember, take care. You're loved. You've got people to reach out to, even if that's me. Take care, y'all.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
No.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like?
He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I care about whether I'm being lied to. There is a mirror. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. It doesn't matter if there's a mirror. Remain silent. Approach the mirror. I'm approaching the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
No, that's a mirror.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I got a
I
scaly
hope you know
hand.
how ridiculous you look right now.
Scales.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Boo-hoo. Anyway, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I mean, she's sure slayed me without a weapon, so. Whee! Into the basement we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
When the broken person starts agreeing, you know that something's wrong.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
The hero said that last time, didn't he?
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Booming. That's a new adjective.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
I see. Down we go.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
I swear, the devs of this game are something else. It's straight up the player's response. That's why I literally was like thinking, was like, you weren't kidding about booming. I seriously have to wonder if they went through and just like step by step on each of these was like ask like this is some D&D like write your own story type of deal. I love this.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Agreed.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Smashed. No, definitely. I like this transition from like weak meager princess to unholy goddess.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
I wish I was resisting her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Yeah. It's just a prop.
Drop it.
Yep.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that.
Listen, Kay. I'm dumb enough to fight like an unarmed princess. I'm not even close to dumb enough to fight a giant goddess.
And yet you did.
Correct.
She's so much more than us.
Yep.
You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
No.
Kneel.
Let's see what the options are here. Either say no, or kneel. Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
Evidently.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death?
Getting a simple R. What draws us here beyond the empty halls of death? Primarily a desire to see where this is going.
Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. it's best not to give her any ideas.
Bitch, she already knows. I tried it already. She's stated that. She stated that my goal is to kill her. What are you all about? So we can either explore and say, no, I won't tell you, and struggle through it. Or we can say you're supposed to end the world, or we can remain silent. I'm gonna say that you're supposed to end the world.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Yep.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten.
That implies you have a heart. And we know that ain't true. You barely bled.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Okay. So here's the thing. Kind of makes sense. The end of the world would suck, 100%. But if you are going with a cyclic world, it would suck only for the people that are in it. I'm interested, safe to say. I'm interested. Because of course the people that are in the cyclic world will try to extend their time for as long as possible, while the people outside of it will try and maintain it. That kind of makes sense. I kind of like it.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Yeah.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
Oh, I don't expect her to be nice to us. I see her logic. Alright, options. Explorer, what would you have me do? What you have planned? Explorer, just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. Explorer, I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do it. I'm yours to command. Pledge yourself to her. Not yet. We're gonna explore what would she have us do, and then the questions.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Well, that's interesting. Explorer, if you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
That's an interesting line. Worthy of what I was.
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
That. So that ain't gonna happen.
And from
Or at least it's
your
unlikely.
act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
No. Nah.
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Let's explore. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Bitch boys.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
I'm yours.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Quite an ego.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
Like you got fucking choice. You ain't got no control, shit.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me.
Ooh. Spicy.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you?
Eh?
That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Narrator's getting called out. Listen, Kay, I told you she's a gad.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh.
Ah!
I'm sorry. But I've heard better screams. Come on.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Again, great work by them. The evil narrator having the doubled voice is really, really nice. Explore. And what if I don't believe? What happens then? I have to. It's over. I'm sorry. This one.
You
Poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
Well, we're gonna loop again. Calling it.
Please, don't do this.
Oh no, we're opening. We're breaking the chains. I have to. It's over. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. Alright,
Oh,
I'm done
and
with
it
this.
is good.
I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
So because it won't show up, oh wait, I can choose history. Voice of the Broken. There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be, and it is good. I accidentally hit space too quick. Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Wait.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
What happens
Nothing.
now?
And then, everything.
Cool. Take her hand. You did not take her hand. Something has taken her far away. It's left something else in her place. With the mirror on screen.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Explorer, I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. Explorer, the narrator's gone. Explorer, I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror and approach the mirror. I think I'm supposed to look
There's
at the
something
mirror.
dreadful about it. I don't think you should. I don't want to look at us.
Well, I don't know where she's went. And I don't know how we'd even go about looking
Right.
for her.
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious?
You're always anxious. So we could explore that the narrator's gone. Or we could approach the mirror. Let's
Yes.
explore the narrator's gone.
Does that mean the world ended? Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing.
Approach
I'm begging
the...
you, don't do this.
Oh no, we're doing this. We're sending it. The mirror never
It's
scared you
different
before.
now. It feels, I don't know, final.
It's probably fine. Mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what is in it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Oh. There is a picture of the princess surrounded by hands. Many hands and arms.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Explore. What are you? Explore. The gift of a fragile vessel? Explore. Is this the end of the world? Explore. Lair out of there. Explore. Do you know the narrator? Explore. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Explore. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Explore. Are you the princess? Explore. Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity, destroy your body. Let's explore. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Good question. Solitary lights, what does that even mean? What do you think I am? I don't know. I'm a person. Huh? I'm gonna explore, because I always like exploring. I like deep diving.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I'm a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
That was the gift of the fragile vessels, what we chose.
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
This is the point in the game where my brain starts to run away with a ton of different ideas. I love the idea of extra powerful, omnipotent entities that aren't able to interact with the world in their true way because of some reason, and have to go through vessels, and especially in this scenario where like the vessels are fully are like personifications of a single aspect, like dominance. I'm intrigued. I see why this game was suggested to me. I love it. I'm interested.
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay this princess? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? We're gonna explore.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always a princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I am now seeing why, and I am no longer upset for spending the money that I did to get this game. What the fuck, Black Tabby Games? You are not allowed to make games these good. This is interesting. I like it. I like it. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's fair. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
This game is a love story. That was the last line before the title screen. This game is a love story. Do you think it's between two entities? Two supreme cream beans of, and that's why we've had different voices. Voice of the hero, voice of the broken. It's the voices of the previous aspects. At this point in the game, I highly recommend it for anybody that is like on the fence on it. I highly recommend it. Again, if the issue is the price tag, make that non-issue. They have said it themselves. That. Let's flip back over, turn that back on. Go ahead and turn it on, bring it up. If money is an issue, pirate it and buy a copy later when you have money and if you like that. I'm liking it. Do you know the narrator? Oh, crap. I lost my mouse. Yeah. Oh. Well. So, on your guess, if I do there... Oh. I lost my mouse. Crap. We're gonna save to that slot. Main menu. Just trying to get my cursor back at some point. I don't know if I can. Alright, well. Give me a memento as we go ahead and restart the game. That off. There we go. This is a love story, like I was saying. So let's load this back up. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
See, I don't... I guess we do... Do we destroy our body? What happens?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? Explore. Explore. How much will I forget? Explore how many more pieces of you do I have to find? Explore and what if I don't let you do this to me? Explore. I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Okay, make me forget. I feel like for my completionist's sake, how many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
And what if I don't let you?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I'm not going back and wait.
You ask of things that cannot be done.
Asking
To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
asking if leaving her be would destroy the world. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1.
You're
Huh.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess doesn't seem seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Explorer, can't someone else do this? Explorer, forget I'm not doing this. Explorer, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Explorer, do I get some kind of reward? Okay, thanks for telling me. Sweet. Silently and turn to leave. Silently move forward and turn to leave. Have you ever considered that maybe I'm okay with
Of course
the
I
world?
haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I kinda do.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Said who? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
This is gonna be the bum rush run. Let's go.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Well then. I don't think I really need anything more. Let's continue on to the cabin. Silently, of course.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh, we are 100% slaying this bit.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You don't either, but proceed. This game is whack.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explore, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
We're gonna speedrun trying to slay the princess. Just shank, 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 shank.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Let's go. Let's just continue down the stairs. Silent protagonist, this time Shanky.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yeah, we're going.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yes.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Damn straight. Steal your nerves. Step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah. Oh well.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Nah. I've been there and done that.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Maybe.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Oh shit. Belief matters here.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
No.
But is it over? Really over? It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I really don't think you should do that.
Oh god.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I feel like that's Bo. Check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
Yeah, she ain't dead.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Dear God.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy.
The art on this one, fuck.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And with that, I'm going to click the button one more time. And then I'm going to end stream and head to bed. Adios, y'all. Oh, the razor. That's new.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright. We will continue on with this in a week, next Friday. Have a great night. Take care, y'all. And goodbye.